EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, this defense for the Saints, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard under the 43. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mayfield down. Blitz coming and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So on 4th down on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 10 punt. Set punt.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the ball is knocked out. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 23-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. To throw, Mayfield. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, good by Grupe. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Buccaneer
Now a first down carry by Jones. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. His sixth touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league.
Here we go.
But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tug rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
33, yellow. Right, white. Ready?
Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Saints 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Red 38. Check.
Well, they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
52. Ready?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine, this offense was looking.
Touchdown! Unlikely. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 41, Saints 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Groupie for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field and not over on the sidelines because they won't throw for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 38 now, here's second down at 7. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Ready.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. But I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I would change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Rattler. Open man, it's Palmer. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
10 cycles. 52 blue.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And both defenses back on their heels. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10. An inside give to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing, Mayfield. Pass to the right, there's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Velus Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
45, white, set.
Play action, now Rattler. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Cooper able to add the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, with the problems they've had getting away the football this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready.
Here's Rattler. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
33, yellow. Ready?
Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
22 needle. Smash. Red. Ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Open man is Tipton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Fight. 6.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you can't have a buzz.
Come on, set.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Here's Grupe for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
It's the score, Saints 31, Buccaneers 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense. It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll set up a throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Up the middle, Jones. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A give to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Saints 35. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Down. 32.
To the air is Rattler. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Ready.
On third down, here's Kamara. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and
2. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Running the toss to Irving. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield down. Hopkins brings it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. A strong running. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Saints 35.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 red.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 71 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The kicker on.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, ready, set.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd down.
Set, ready. 10 black. Hut, hut.
The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Go. Red, 38. Hut.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mayfield to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 9 here. Here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, give them a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 9 from the 44. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Urban. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking a question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where
coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before